Raw comes to you from the brand new Staples Center Arena in Los Angeles. We're sold out, packed to the rafters tonight for a massive show in which we'll see a 6-man tag featuring DX in the form of X-Pac and the New Age Outlaws, who face the Rock and Sock Connection and a mystery partner of Rock and Mankind's choosing, as it's a chance for the challengers to score a win on the Outlaws ahead of the tag team title match at Armageddon. When it comes to who the mystery partner will be, well, there's plenty of people looking to get a piece of DX. We're going to have the Hollies taking on Too Cool, a tale of two very different weeks for these two teams. The Hollies lost the tag titles last week on Raw, then missed out on a chance to get a rematch for the belts at Armageddon when they were beaten in a number one contenders match by the Rock and Mankind. Meanwhile, Too Cool scored their first win since their return against the Posse, and then brought a new friend of theirs in from when they wrestled down in Memphis, that being Rikishi, who himself made light work of Joey Abs on Smackdown. Our first match tonight involves Test and Triple H. The game scored a count-out win the last time these two met thanks to some help from DX, who had Stephanie hostage backstage. And it was McMahon's and Test's grudge against Triple H and DX that has led to Shane McMahon agreeing to waive off the love her or leave her stipulation from SummerSlam, a match with Shane won against Test, meaning Test could no longer see Stephanie. But now Test and Stephanie are back together, and Stephanie celebrated this with her friends last night in Las Vegas, which we'll have some footage of a little bit later on. But the task at hand for Test tonight will be to defeat Triple H, while the game will want to ensure he goes into Armageddon fully focused, as Triple H gets Vince McMahon one-on-one a week from Sunday on pay-per-view. Vince will want to be 100% concentrated on that match as well. We know the McMahons have a huge announcement tonight which they cannot wait to reveal. It's left us all wondering, but without further ado, let's get things kicked off tonight in LA.
1, 2, is this on? Yo, Jimmy, hit me with that Triple H. Yeah, you let the music keep playing, Mr. Don. Yo, tell me whose time it is now. You know that's what you got. Up against a machine too strong. Pretty politicians buying souls for us on puppets. Won't find their place in line.
Vince looking to get one over on Triple H by making himself the referee. Triple H has certainly put Vince and his family through a lot lately as tensions continue to run high ahead of Armageddon. The game laid down the challenge to Vince on WWF.com last week for the match, which Vince quickly accepted. A loss here tonight in any form would be far from ideal preparation for the game. Test looked great against Triple H in the tag match on Smackdown, really took it to him. Doing the same here tonight. Sidewalk slam, puts Triple H down to the mat. Is a go behind, full Nelson slam, plants the former WWF champion, who comes back with a facebuster. Test has taken Triple H to the limit twice already, proving a very difficult opponent. Elbow straight to the skull. Test just 25 years old, one of the brightest up-and-comers in the WWF. Triple H is where Test wants to be, at the top of the card, top of the mountain. Triple H coming off winning his first WWF championship, a belt he done so well to keep, but it was Vince McMahon who ensured he lost it. In the same position he is now as referee. Pile driver, the game pulling out all the stops to secure the win. Vince not counting. Oh, and now he does. He is awfully slow. And Test kicks out. Triple H yelling abuse at Vince, who's not going to stand for it. Talk about heavy-handed officiating. Well, it was to be expected given Vince's rivalry with the game. The deck is stacked against Triple H. Clothesline there, and he's sent to the floor. And Vince trying to count out Triple H as fast as possible. And the big boot rocks the game. And Vince picks him up. It provides a distraction for Test to hit the Doctor Bomb. And here's the cover now. The fast count, and the game kicked out. I don't think that should have been 3. It's a fast count regardless. And down goes Vince, and this one is going off.
You've got to take me as your partner. You and me, Las Vegas against the world.
It's a 6-man. We need The Rock.
Look, The Rock can stay on the outside of the ring, and you and me can work as a team.
You're not going to tag in The Rock. They're going to boo you out of the building. The people love that guy. The elbow, the eyebrow.
I don't love I hate the elbow and I hate the eyebrow.
Don't say that. Hey, just between me and you, my vote's with you. And I think The Rock's starting to soften up, too.
I don't care. I hate the
Oh,
Rock.
you do care.
And what's it matter, your vote? That's still 1-1.
Hey, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Until then, rock and sock, baby. Rock and sock now.
Hollies versus Too Cool. Too Cool looking to continue their momentum. Hollies need a win. A cover. There's a kick out at 1 from Grandmaster Sexay. And Hollies need to get back on track following 2 defeats last week. Tag into Scotty 2 Hottie. Double team. Stereo elbows. Unique style of offense from Too Cool. Hardcore Holly leaves the apron to get a chair. But Rikishi avoids being hit with an absolute power shove from the Samoan. Crash with no one to tag at the moment. As Scotty in control. Bulldog facebuster and face first went Crash into the mat and he's out. Oh, and we've seen this before. More theatrics than you're probably used to seeing in a ring. But Scotty 2 Hottie does the worm in the middle of a match. And then he drops it. Crash needs the tag, but Hardcore Holly's still down in front of us. Don't think Rikishi's going to let him back up on the apron anyway. Tag to Sexay. Another double team maneuver. Assisted top rope leg drop, and Rikishi and Hardcore not letting up on the outside. Pin and predicament in the ring. Too Cool with another win, and Hardcore never even got in thanks to Rikishi. We're going to now go to some footage from Las Vegas where a number of superstars stopped off before heading to Los Angeles, including Stephanie McMahon, who was celebrating with her friends the fact that she and Test are able to be a couple once again. This as a result of Shane McMahon agreeing to renounce the lover or leaver stipulation from SummerSlam. Test's loss in that match meant he could no longer see Stephanie anymore, but a lot has changed since then, including Vince McMahon coming back into complete power, and there being new enemies for the McMahons, namely Triple H and the rest of DX, as we see Stephanie and her friends having some fun in Las Vegas, including the fabulous Moolah and Mae Young in there as well. Al Snow and Mankind were in Vegas also, but all is not well for Al.
What's he got? He's got a Mr. Spock eyebrow, he's got a couple catchy phrases, and you run off with him.
You hate him, don't you?
I hate him. I cannot stand him. He is such a no-good smartass. He's always putting you down. He's always putting me down. I can't stand him. He's the people's champion. Big deal.
You hate him this much?
What do you do? Get that? Oh, he makes me sick. I cannot stand him. I hate his guts. Finally, The Rock has come back to Los Angeles. And The Rock comes back to a jabroni bad-mouthing him. The Rock comes back to a man who cleans buildings, who cleans piss out of a toilet. Who is this Rudy Poo? You know me. You know me from last week. How you know me from before?
Shut up. That's Al. He wants to be our partner tonight.
Al? Is this jabroni's name? Let The Rock understand this. It's going to be The Rock, the Great One. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Who, as he speaks, has literally millions and millions of Rock's fans. Retime WWF champion, but above all else, above all other titles, The Rock, the people's champion. Teaming with Al. If Al has that question, let The Rock answer that question with a question of his own. Ask Al how he feels, seeing as we are standing in the Staples Center, the home of the Los Angeles Kings. Ask Al how he feels about going to the Los Angeles Kings locker room, taking a dirty jock, a hockey mask, and a hockey stick. Tell Al to put the dirty jock on his head, put the hockey mask on his face, and then take the hockey stick. Tell Al to hold it. Shut your mouth. Tell Al to hold it nice and tight. get a good grip so it doesn't slip out. And then tell Al that The Rock says, take that hockey stick, turn that sumbitch sideways, and stick it straight up his candy ass. And then ask Al, better yet then tell Al, if he smells what The Rock is cooking. You want me to tell him now?
Well, looks like you're out, but we're still on for Disney tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
That big tag match is next. But who's going to be the Rock and Sock's partner?
If you smell what The Rock is cooking. The Rock says, The Rock says, The Rock's
Rock and Mankind have picked Kane as their partner and not Al Snow. All 6 men here will be involved in matches together at Armageddon, in which each member of DX will be banned from ringside. This stipulation will also be enforced in the Triple H vs Vince McMahon match. Kane's encounter with X-Pac at Survivor Series was marred with interference from D-Generation X, as was the main event for the WWF title, which of course Vince ended up costing the game the match. Tag to Badass Billy Gunn, who is met with a boot from the Big Red Machine. Irish Whip follow through with a clothesline, and a tag to Mankind, who is now raining down shots on the 1999 King of the Ring winner Billy Gunn. Run up on a vicious knee. Mankind was one of the superstars in Las Vegas last night along with Al Snow. And now there's a double arm DDT, and out comes Mr. Socko. Oh, but Gunn blocks it, and Kane is going after X-Pac on the outside here. Road Dogg's intervened, now Billy Gunn as well. X-Pac taunting The Rock on the apron, now doing the same to Mankind, but the Bronco Buster averted thanks to the Mandible Claw. X-Pac's not legal though, and the fans, they want to see The Rock in here, and they get their wish, but X-Pac getting out of dodge though. And back in comes Billy, and it is on now as the People's Champ is ready to pounce. Billy Gunn feeling the wrath of the Great One. He fires away, right hands, and there's a big clothesline there to take down Billy Gunn. Sent for the ride. Samoan drop, and it is all Rock here. Badass may need to switch up his strategy here, but the dropkick gets blocked. And Kane's still busy with Road Dogg on the floor, takes him down, while Mankind brawling with X-Pac on the other side of the ring. Back in it though, the rock bottom, but there's Al Snow. And what is he doing? He's got the Rock's team disqualified. What is Al thinking? He's trying to help here, but the Rock had the match won. And there goes Billy, and you can see what the Rock thinks of that. But there's X-Pac as a bat. Gets taken down though, and now he's getting out of dodge. Whilst the Rock not appreciating Al Snow's interference one bit as he beats him down here. Going to work on the Hardcore Champion. Spinebuster. And now LA get ready to witness the most electrifying move in sports entertainment. If we see this at Armageddon, we may have new tag team champs in The Rock and Mankind. People's Elbow. And when we come back, the McMahons reveal their big announcement. On Thursday, Smackdown emanates from the site of WrestleMania 2000 in Arrowhead Pond from Anaheim. On the show, we'll see Chris Jericho taking on Mankind. Y2J will defend the Intercontinental title against Chyna at Armageddon in a rematch from Survivor Series, which ended in controversy due to Chyna's foot being on the rope during the deciding fall. The Ninth Wonder of the World will therefore have a close eye on this match, while Mankind gears up for his match with The Rock when they take on the New Age Outlaws at Armageddon for the tag titles, where DX DX will be banned from ringside. We're going to see Rikishi versus Crash Holly in singles action as the Hollies look to get back to winning ways, but Crash particularly will have to use all his super heavyweight might to try and knock off the 400-pound Samoan. Kurt Angle will team with Steve Blackman to face Rodney and Pete Gas of the Mean Street Posse. Blackman took a close look at Angle following Kurt's win last week over Edge, but was it simply to scout for a new tag team partner or rather a future opponent? Nevertheless, Blackman and Angle will team up this Thursday. Al Snow may have taken his dislike for The Rock a step too far by constantly bad-mouthing him to Mankind, but Al definitely went overboard in interfering in the match after The Rock and Mankind opted to have Kane as their partner instead. But now Al will get a chance to go one-on-one with the Great One. Be sure to check out Smackdown this Thursday, but right now we're going to go down to the ring as we hear about the McMahons' big announcement. The McMahons are out here, Vince and Shane not getting in the ring though. Maybe Stephanie's going to reveal it. Is she signaling test in?
There is an old expression that says if you love something, then set it free. And if it's really meant to be, it'll come back to you. Andrew, you've been nothing but supportive and patient, and I can honestly say that I have never loved anybody more than I love you right now.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna break from tradition.
JR, what are we hearing?
Andrew, will you marry me?
What? All right. She proposed.
Steph, of course, I love you.
1, 2, is this on? Yo, Jimmy, hit me with that Triple H. Yeah, you let the music keep playing.
You should take a look at this.
24-hour drive-up wedding resort. This is the place. Wedding ceremony, only $40. That's us. Hey, how you doing?
You're Triple H.
Damn straight I am.
Are you getting married?
That's what I'm here
Who
for.
are you marrying?
The virtuous Stephanie McMahon. Get right to the ideas. The ring's on, let's get out. Come on, we're in laws. Just you get me?
Hunter, will you take Stephanie for your wife?
Oh, you know I do.
And Stephanie, will you take Hunter for your husband?
Oh, yes, I do.
Hey, thanks a bunch.
Congratulations and best wishes to
Really
you,
great.
Stephanie.
Oh, yeah.
Have a beautiful life.
Yeah. Hey, Gene, get those cans out of there, too. Not Stephanie's, the ones in the trunk.
Hey, look.
Hey, not only are you a great bartender, but you're the greatest decoration man on the planet.
That's
Let me
a
tell you that
bartender
right now. No problem, sir.
Get a nice shot of the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Hunter Hurst Helmsley.
Vince, as a member of the immediate family, I know that you can only have one question on your mind, Dad.
Oh my God.
I hate
And that is,
you. I hate you.
not did we, but how many times did we consummate the marriage?
Triple H has married Stephanie McMahon.